At 12, I found out that I was engaged to my cousin. And there was lots of personal reasons that I couldn't marry or didn't want to marry my cousin. About 8 months into doing my A-levels, they said, right, okay, now you're at college, you need to get married. Everybody has a breaking point, and that was my breaking point. I told them the truth. My dad actually had a heart attack at the time. I felt obliged to now have to give up college and start working to support the rest of the family. Having said no to the family, proposals started lacking. And when they did start coming up, it was right, you're marrying this guy, end of story. And he was my dad's friend's brother from Pakistan. It was a case of, I've got no energy left. So reluctantly, I said yes. 5 months later, he came over, and so I moved over to Nottingham from Kent into a house full of men. When I left my parents' house, I cried no end. I was so scared, not knowing what to expect. I had to work to sort of pay our way for living with them. At lunchtimes, walking down to the forest ground and just sitting on the grass there and having a time of reflection, I suppose. And I think in my head there was always a thing to say that might help our relationship. The only way he could earn any money was for us to go into business together. So after 10 years, I decided that we're working such long hours, let's sell the business, do something else. And then when I joined the civil service, I sort of realised that I've now got financial security. I'm in a position where I can actually now move. An opportunity came up for me to spend 4 days away at a residential course, and I put my hands up and said, absolutely, I want to do that. Because in my head, all I thought was, it's 4 days away from my problems. When I got there, I realised that there were so many inspirational women out there, and there's so many inspirational talks out there, that actually I was capable, and it was in my control to make the changes. Nobody was going to do it for me. Nothing was going to be handed on a plate to me. And if I wanted to make a difference, that was me. I had to do that. So 2 years ago, I asked my husband for a divorce, and all hell let loose. Every person I can think of was around my house trying to break me. And I found myself completely alone, bar my very few good friends that I'd made at work. But I think this is the first time that I'm really, really happy because I don't live in fear anymore. I'm in control. After the divorce, I also started my master's degree. My 2 children went to the graduation with me, and the proudest moment of their lives, they say. I moved to HMRC as a diversity inclusion subject matter expert lead. I spend a lot of time going across the country to other civil service organisations, inspiring other women like me, because I feel that the one thing that really got me to stand up and look and reflect was that inspirational talks that said, you're the one that's in control.